tracks look
Overdrive.
like. This is what the cars are reading.
Oh.
You see that's got, about 13 different lane lines. And along each of the lines on left and right are binary codes. Those codes tell the car that when the cars speed along, they pick up these codes, and they're able to figure out exactly which lane they're in, what the identity of the track piece is, and where they are along the track. So that's how they can localize themselves and determine who's winning. So I can pass this around.
Yes.
So I have a question. In the curve, if the centrifugal force will move the car from one lane to another, will the car correct?
Yes, it will.
Wow, it's impressive.
But
now, who does the computation? Does the car do the computation?
The car does, it encodes the information and sends it to the drive engine on the phone. And the drive engine on the phone is what actually determines what its location is. But it's encoded into something that can be transmitted over low power Bluetooth in a small number of bytes. And
then the car receives back the coordinates.
The car doesn't actually know where it is. The tablet or phone knows where the cars are, and the tablet or phone is what tells the cars which direction to steer.
The car is just a sensor.
Well, it's a little bit more than a sensor, but yeah, overall it's got a small microprocessor. It's a little phone microcontroller, has a small camera, and
so there are no photoreceptors, it's one camera?
There's one camera on, I have 3 of the cars here.
Oh, cool.
And I'll pass these around a little bit later. But on the bottom of each is a shroud with a camera. This is like a circa 2000 cell phone camera. And let's see, I'll pass one of them around now. Turning off the power so that the game doesn't recognize this car.
Yeah.
So, and then I'll demo with these other 2.
Okay.
Anyway, so as it drives along, this camera is picking up the track code, and it has to do it. These old cameras, I don't know what the new cameras are like, but these old cameras use something called a scrolling. They do a scrolling exposure. They only pick up a few scan lines at a time, and so for every full frame, 60th of a second, that frame is picked up scan line by scan line, sort of like the old CRT monitors would do their displays, or the old cameras, I guess, would do their pickups. The net effect of that, though, is that if the car's speeding along at this max speed of 1.5 meters per second, then if we were to take a full frame, that frame would be stretched along, some distance of track, and there's going to be a big gap between scan lines. It's not going to be a very coherent image. So to improve the scanning speed, the cameras are adjusted to take only one scan line at a time. The track in mechanical rails and stuff, kind of like railroad tracks, I guess. These are magnetic. And so they put together really quickly. So I didn't feel any need to set up anything before this, because I can put this track together really fast.
Is there a dark plastic over the track?
Oh yeah, I should mention. So what's on top of the track is really like, here. I just want to do, let's jump. I'm going to do a
designed in San
first.
Francisco.
So one of these pieces is marked for starting and finish line. And then we'll put in a straight track, which is this one. On the other side.
Wow, yeah,
And,
pretty cool.
2 curves. So that's
Nice.
the simplest piece of track we can do. Anyway.
It's a little bit like it's like
Yeah, it's done as a video game.
you
Yeah.
look, you take some of that. Oh, I see.
Okay, so
It shows the.
it's showing.
You're familiar with it?
showing the
Yeah,
track here.
It showed the track getting formed from
Yeah.
their
So I
from
just-
their course.
Just did the.
I mean, from their driving around.
Okay, so I just did the scan and I'll begin the match, and hopefully this one will not
So it's a
crash.
learning
You have to
opportunity.
steer one of them.
Okay. Right. Right. Which one am I? I think I'm the blue
Overdrive.
one.
I think you're the blue one.
Anki Overdrive.
Next. Sorry, I had just loaded it, so I've got to go through some tutorial.
Off we go.
Here.
Now, which one are you steering?
I'm the blue car.
The blue car. You're losing or you winning?
I'm behind, yeah.
It's hard to beat AI. It will be for all of us.
Well, no.
Uh-oh.
You steer and you accelerate them.
I've sort of got my finger on the accelerator right now.
Are you able to fly off the track?
Oh yeah, they do fly off. And when they fly off, you just have to go pick it up and put it back on.
Those little cars, they do look like car steering.
This is the steering, yeah. Yeah, it's using the, okay, so,
It looks like
and it says the winner is,
tiny mechanism.
oh, I was first, okay, I was the right car.
Is that why he got red? Is that why he's red?
Oh, well, his color is red because he lost, yeah, he's got the.
Oh, you were the one who won?
I was, yeah,
Okay.
I didn't realize. It's a little hard
Accidental
because it's so
winning.
automated. You can't always tell which one is you, right?
should
You
tell
have to
them,
pay
yeah.
attention. Well, it does, but it's only at the beginning when you select the car. Typically, everybody's going to know which car they're driving at the beginning. So just to give you a
Changing the track out. How long has this been around?
it's been around for about 2 years.
And where do you find it? At like a hobby shops or something?
You can get in Toys R Us if they're still open.
Toys R Us. Oh yeah, yeah. Not so much.
I think, what was it, in 2013, it was, now it was shown at Apple's developer conference.
That's right.
You know, that big announcement that Apple
Yeah,
has
they-
every year.
Oh, cool.
Premiered there.
It premiered there, and that was in 2013. It wasn't sold yet, but it was a major headline of Apple. Apple brought, you know, how they like to bring out a third-party company occasionally in their when they're announcing their stuff.
Nice.
This was there, and they wanted this.
Do you work there also?
No, I'm just a good friend of Charles.
Oh,
We worked together at a few companies in the past,
Nice.
including video games and stuff.
Somehow my son got one, like an old
Oh, jump. Yeah. Oh, yay. Because everybody loves a crash.
Yeah.
That's why people go to the races, somebody told me.
There you go. This floor is kind of unforgiving too. It's very solid, so the bounce back.
Oh! Ooh.
Oh, he's Which one are you, Charles?
I'm the blue one this time. Running
Fun?
homeless people under there. Okay, so I'm going to select my vehicle. I'm selecting ground shock, which is the blue one, and I'm going to use an AI to drive the other car. That other car could be driven by another person using another tablet, and I would demonstrate that, except that they have to be all connected to the same internet Wi-Fi, but for some reason there's something